Beloved soul, Archangel Michael says this message is for you, and it is no accident that your eyes have been led here in this exact moment, because heaven arranges timing with precision far greater than you can imagine, and what you need to hear right now is this. Friday's blessing is waiting for you, but only if you're ready, only if your heart is open, only if you are willing to step into the fullness of who you truly are. And I tell you this with love and with urgency, because blessings are not random gifts dropped without purpose. Blessings are aligned doors waiting for your courage to walk through. Blessings are promises already prepared in the unseen realm, waiting for the key of your yes to unlock them. And as I speak, I need you to understand that heaven does not withhold to punish. Heaven waits because timing matters, readiness matters, and what is coming for you carries weight. It carries responsibility. It carries transformation. And if you are not ready, it could slip from your hands, not because you were unworthy, but because you hesitated, because you doubted, because you turned back when you were supposed to step forward. And so I come with a voice like fire to awaken you, to stir you, to shake you free from the grip of fear and hesitation. Because the truth is, you have carried long enough the burden of doubt. You have listened long enough to the voices that said you were not enough. You have delayed long enough believing that tomorrow will somehow make you stronger. And yet here you are, alive, breathing, hearing this message. And that proves that heaven has preserved you for more. That proves your assignment is not complete. That proves your blessing has not been lost. And yet I say again with clarity, it is waiting, but only if you're ready, because blessings are not accidents. They are alignments. They require you to step into the vibration of faith, the vibration of courage, the vibration of surrender, because when you walk in that vibration, heaven responds instantly. The doors swing wide. The opportunities align. The people you are meant to meet appear, and everything you thought was impossible suddenly shifts. But readiness begins within. It begins with your decision. It begins with your willingness to let the old fears die. It begins with the choice to trust even when you cannot see the full picture. And I am here to assure you that when you trust, you will not be abandoned. When you step forward, you will not fall. When you say yes, heaven will catch you, protect you, guide you, and the blessing prepared for you will become reality before your very eyes. But you must not wait until the blessing arrives to prepare your heart. You must prepare now. You must let go now. You must rise now. Because if you wait for certainty, you will wait forever. If you wait for proof, you will wait until the blessing passes by. But if you choose faith right here, right now, then heaven itself will honor your courage and the blessing will be released into your life in ways that exceed your understanding. And this is why I speak with such urgency. This is why this message is burning inside you as you read, because heaven knows that your breakthrough is closer than you realize. Heaven knows that your blessing is nearer than your doubts suggest. Heaven knows that this Friday carries a divine alignment prepared for you. But the only question is whether you will be ready to receive it, whether you will believe enough to step into it, whether you will allow your heart to open wide enough to hold it. And I tell you with every ounce of truth that I carry, You are not reading this by chance. You are not listening to this by coincidence. This is heaven's appointed moment to awaken you, to remind you that your blessing is real, that your time is now, and that the only barrier left is your readiness. So rise, believe, prepare, because Friday's blessing is waiting for you, and it will not pass you by if you are ready to claim it. Then hear me now, beloved soul, because Archangel Michael says this message is for you, and I will not let the fire of truth rest until it settles into the deepest part of your being. Because when I tell you Friday's blessing is waiting for you, but only if you're ready, I mean that heaven has already aligned things in your favor. Unseen doors have already been unlocked. Invisible battles have already been fought on your behalf. Paths that once were blocked have already been cleared, but the only thing that can hold back the release is hesitation. The only thing that can dim the flow of blessing is fear. The only thing that can cause you to miss what has been prepared is the voice inside you that says you are not worthy, not capable, not ready. And that voice must die here and now because it has lied to you long enough. It has stolen days and opportunities long enough. It has convinced you to settle long enough. And I am here to silence it with the truth of heaven, which is that you are chosen, you are worthy, you are enough, and more than enough, because heaven never prepares blessings for empty vessels. Heaven prepares blessings for those already filled with potential, those carrying assignments, those with hearts burning for more even if they do not yet see their own fire. And you are one of them. You are the one who has been preserved through storms, through nights of doubt, through trials that could have crushed you but did not. And the reason you are still here is because heaven has not finished with you. Heaven is not done shaping you. Heaven is not done blessing you. Heaven is not done elevating you. But now you must do your part. Now you must be willing to open your hands and let go of what no longer serves you. Now you must be willing to unclench your fists that have been holding on to fear, to anger, to pain, because blessings cannot flow into closed hands. Blessings cannot rest in a hardened heart. Blessings cannot anchor themselves in someone still chained to the past. And so this is the hour where you release, where you surrender, where you trust, because only then can the blessing flow fully and freely into your life. And I tell you, beloved, it is closer than you think. It is not distant. It is not delayed. It is hovering over you like a cloud heavy with rain, waiting for the one moment of belief, the one moment of readiness, the one moment of surrender that will cause it to break open and pour. And when it pours, it will not be a trickle. It will not be a drop. It will not be half measured. It will be overflow. It will be abundance. It will be the kind of blessing that changes not only your life, but the lives of those around you. Because heaven does not bless you only for you. Heaven blesses you so that you can be a blessing, so that you can pour into others, so that your life becomes a channel of light and hope and strength. And that is why this Friday matters. That is why this message comes now. That is why you are being awakened in this moment, because the blessing is ready. The heavens are aligned, but you must choose readiness. You must say yes. You must step forward in faith. And when you do, you will see doors open where there were no doors. You will see paths unfold where there was only wilderness. You will see strength rise in you where you once felt weakness. And you will know beyond doubt that heaven was waiting not for time, but for you. And now is the time. Now is the hour. Now is the choice. So rise, prepare, and believe, because Friday's blessing is waiting, and it will not miss you if you do not miss it. Beloved soul, Archangel Michael says this message is still for you, and I will not stop until your spirit feels the weight of truth sink in like a sword of light cutting through every shadow of fear that has ever lingered around you. Because when I declare that Friday's blessing is waiting for you, but only if you're ready, I am not speaking in riddles, I am speaking in reality. For heaven is a place of order and precision, and the blessings assigned to you are not accidents, they are scheduled encounters, they are divine appointments, they are gifts wrapped in timing. And that timing is approaching like the dawn that cannot be stopped. But the only thing that determines whether you receive it or whether it passes by like a cloud is the state of your heart, the openness of your spirit, the willingness of your soul to say yes without demanding proof. Because proof comes after faith, not before. And this is where so many lose their blessing. They wait for a sign before they move. They wait for clarity before they choose. They wait for certainty before they step. And in the waiting, the moment passes. The door closes. The opportunity moves on. But I do not want that for you. Heaven does not want that for you. And that is why this message has been placed into your hands now. Because there is still time. There is still a choice. There is still an open door waiting to respond to your courage. And I tell you with fire in my voice that the blessing that is approaching you is not ordinary. It is not small. It is not trivial. It carries weight. It carries transformation. It carries the potential to shift the trajectory of your life. But it is too heavy for half-heartedness, too holy for hesitation, too alive for fear. And that is why your readiness matters so much. Because blessings are not just received, they are carried, they are stewarded, they are multiplied. And heaven needs you strong enough, awake enough, aware enough to carry what is coming, and that strength does not come from you alone. It comes from trust. It comes from surrender. It comes from knowing that you do not walk alone, that you are surrounded, that you are guided, that even when you cannot see the full path, heaven sees, heaven directs, heaven protects, and all you need to do is keep walking, keep believing, keep saying yes, because every yes is a signal to heaven that you are ready. Every act of faith is a door unlocking. Every step forward is a sign that you are prepared to hold what is being released. And I tell you, beloved, this blessing has your name on it. It was written into your story before you took your first breath. It has been preserved for you through battles you did not even know were being fought. And now it hovers near, closer than your own breath, waiting for that final key of readiness to swing the door wide. And so I ask you with love, but also with urgency, will you be ready? Will you open? Will you trust? Will you step? Because heaven has already said yes. Heaven has already signed the decree. Heaven has already sent the answer. And now the final yes must come from you. Because when you align with heaven, nothing can stop what is meant for you. No force, no fear, no obstacle can block it. But if you resist, if you hold back, if you allow fear to reign, then the blessing will wait until you are ready. And I do not want delay for you. I do not want postponement for you. I want fulfillment for you. I want joy for you. I want overflow for you. And so I cry out to your soul in this moment. Prepare, awaken, believe, because Friday's blessing is waiting for you. And the time to be ready is not tomorrow, not later, not when you feel stronger. The time is now. The choice is now. The yes is now. And heaven is listening for it. Beloved soul, Archangel Michael says this message is for you, and I will keep pouring these words into you until every wall of doubt is shattered and every chain of fear falls away. Because when I say Friday's blessing is waiting for you, but only if you're ready, I mean that the heavens are already leaning in your direction. The currents of divine favor are already flowing toward you. And yet the release will only come when your heart stands open to receive it, because blessings cannot be forced into a closed vessel. Blessings cannot be planted in soil that resists growth. Blessings cannot flow into hands that cling tightly to yesterday's pain. And so readiness is not about perfection. Readiness is not about having everything figured out. Readiness is not about being flawless in faith. It is about surrender. It is about willingness. It is about the choice to let go of control and allow heaven to do what only heaven can do. Because the truth is, you have tried in your own strength long enough. You have fought with your own reasoning long enough. You have carried burdens that were never meant to be yours long enough. And now I am calling you to lay them down, to release them, to trust that what you cannot manage, heaven can multiply. What you cannot fix, heaven can heal. What you cannot open, heaven can unlock. And when you do this, you align yourself with the flow of blessing. You open yourself to the downpour that has been hovering over your life. And I tell you this, blessing is not ordinary. It is not something small to comfort you for a moment. It is something that will shift the very ground beneath your feet. It will transform how you see yourself. It will ignite courage you thought was lost. It will position you in places you once thought were beyond you. It will introduce you to connections that carry destiny in their hands. It will breathe life into dreams you thought had died. And it will awaken a fire that no storm can extinguish, but the door to it is readiness. And readiness means trust. Readiness means letting the old die so the new can rise. Readiness means daring to believe that you are not forgotten, that you are not overlooked, that you are not too late, because heaven does not operate in delay. Heaven operates in perfect timing, and right now timing is aligning with your destiny. And so I tell you, do not let fear speak louder than faith. Do not let hesitation steal what has already been assigned. Do not let the whispers of doubt drown out the trumpet call of heaven, because I am sounding that call into your life now, and it says, rise, believe, prepare, open, because the blessing is waiting and it is closer than you think. It is not far. It is not distant. It is not uncertain. It is ready and it is real. And all that remains is your choice to stand ready, to stand open, to say yes. And when you do, you will see the floodgates burst. You will see the impossible bow. You will see the miraculous become your daily reality. And you will know with certainty that this message was never just words on a page. It was heaven reaching into your life. It was love calling you by name. It was destiny reminding you that it has been waiting. And now, beloved soul, the only question left is this: will you be ready? Beloved soul, Archangel Michael says this message is still for you, and I will not let the flame of heaven's truth fade until it has burned away every shadow that tries to keep you from stepping into the blessing waiting for you. Because when I speak of Friday's blessing, I am not speaking of a distant promise. I am not speaking of something vague or symbolic. I am speaking of something real, something tangible, something already written into your destiny that is about to manifest if you are willing to stand in readiness. And readiness is not about pretending to be strong when you feel weak. It is not about having every answer when you are still filled with questions. It is not about pretending you are fearless when you still tremble in the dark. It is about deciding to trust even when you don't see, deciding to believe even when you don't understand, deciding to say yes even when fear whispers no. Because faith is not the absence of fear, it is the refusal to bow to it. And heaven sees the war inside you. Heaven sees the battle between hesitation and courage. Heaven sees the tug of war between your doubts and your destiny. But I am telling you today that heaven is greater than your fear, that your destiny is stronger than your hesitation, that your blessing is louder than your doubt, and that if you choose readiness, if you choose surrender, if you choose faith, you will unlock what has been held and waiting for you. Because this blessing is not just about you, it is about those connected to you, those who will be touched by your courage, those who will find hope through your testimony, those who will rise because you rose, those who will believe because you believed. And so your readiness is bigger than you. Your yes is bigger than you. Your faith is bigger than you. And that is why the weight of this blessing feels so heavy, because heaven does not give you something small. Heaven entrusts you with something that will ripple into eternity, and you must be ready not just to receive it, but to carry it, to protect it, to multiply it, to let it overflow. And I say to you with a voice of fire that you are more ready than you think. You are stronger than you believe. You are closer than you realize. And the blessing is nearer than the air around you. And if you open yourself fully, if you trust fully, if you say yes without holding back, then when Friday comes, you will not just see a small shift. You will see a flood. You will see chains break. You will see doors open. You will see paths straighten. You will see miracles that make your knees tremble in awe. And you will know without a doubt that heaven has moved, that angels have worked, that God has spoken, and that this moment was the moment you were made ready. And so I stand with you now, sword of light in my hand, cutting away every lie that says you are not enough, cutting away every fear that says you cannot do it, cutting away every shadow that whispers it is too late, and declaring over you that you are chosen, you are loved, you are capable, you are destined, and you are ready. And the only thing left is for you to step, to believe, to embrace, to stand with open hands and open heart. And when you do, you will not just receive a blessing, you will step into a destiny, and it will carry you further than you have ever imagined. Beloved soul, Archangel Michael says this message is still flowing for you, and I will keep pouring until the fullness of what heaven wants you to hear has settled deep within your spirit, because the blessing waiting for you is too significant, too holy, too powerful to be missed, and heaven is determined that you walk into it fully prepared, fully aware, fully open. And when I say that Friday's blessing is waiting for you, but only if you're ready, I am not warning you to scare you. I am awakening you to strengthen you, to shake away the dust of hesitation, to lift your eyes higher than the weight of your worries, because blessings are never delayed by heaven. They are only delayed by unreadiness. And readiness is the one thing that cannot be forced upon you. It must rise within you. It must be chosen. It must be embraced. It must come from the depths of your spirit saying yes even before the evidence appears. And I tell you that your yes in this moment has the power to change everything. Your yes is the sound that opens heaven's gates. Your yes is the signal that angels respond to. Your yes is the key that unlocks what has been waiting. And your yes does not have to be shouted. It does not have to be dramatic. It simply has to be true, because truth in the spirit shakes the foundations of the earth. And when you whisper yes with sincerity, heaven hears it louder than 1,000 trumpets. Because heaven responds to faith, heaven moves with trust, heaven ignites when love is chosen over fear. And this is why readiness matters so much, beloved soul. Because this blessing is not small, it is not temporary, it is not a flicker of comfort, it is a torch of transformation. It will light up places of your life that have felt dim for years. It will breathe life into dreams you thought had died. It will call forth opportunities that seemed impossible, and it will remind you of who you truly are: a child of light, a bearer of hope, a vessel of strength. And I tell you, this blessing is not just about your future. It is also about redeeming your past. It is about restoring what was stolen, healing what was broken, mending what was torn, and writing new chapters that no shadow can erase. And so when I say be ready, I say it with the authority of heaven. I say it as one who has fought battles over your soul. I say it as one who has guarded you when you did not even know danger was near. I say it as one who has seen your tears, your nights of questioning, your hidden struggles, and I declare to you that those nights are not wasted. Those tears are not forgotten. Those struggles are not meaningless, because they have prepared the soil of your heart for the blessing that is now coming. And the blessing is greater because of the pain you have endured. The blessing is stronger because of the storms you have survived. The blessing is more radiant because of the darkness you have walked through. And I say to you, lift your head, beloved, because the blessing is closer than ever. The breakthrough is nearer than your own breath. And when it arrives, it will not just change your circumstances, it will change you. It will awaken you. It will crown you with a strength you did not know you carried. And you will look back and understand why the journey was so hard, why the waiting was so long. Because heaven was preparing you for something weighty, something magnificent, something that could not be rushed. And now it is here. Now it is ready. Now it is waiting. And the only question left is whether you will rise, whether you will believe, whether you will step into the readiness that heaven is calling you to. And I tell you that you can, you will, you must, because the blessing belongs to you. It has always belonged to you, and nothing can take it away except your own refusal to open. And so I call to your soul again. Open, awaken, believe. Because Friday's blessing is waiting, and heaven will not stop speaking until you are ready to receive. Beloved soul, Archangel Michael says this message is still being written in the air around you, still pressing into your heart, still lifting your spirit higher, because the blessing of Friday that waits for you is not a passing gift. It is not a temporary relief. It is a divine turning point, a holy intersection where heaven's timing collides with your willingness, and I cannot let you miss it. I cannot let fear or doubt or weariness rob you of what has been preserved for you, because when heaven holds something for you, it is not by accident. It is intentional. It is purposeful. It is eternal. And yet heaven waits for your readiness because blessings cannot be poured into a closed vessel. They cannot be anchored into a heart that still clings to what must be released. They cannot rest where there is no space made for them. And so I speak to you again with love and with urgency. Let go of what no longer serves you. Release the weight that drags your spirit down. Surrender the lies that whisper you are unworthy, because you are worthy. You are chosen. You are seen. You are loved, and nothing can change that truth. And heaven has already decided that your life is not over. Your story is not finished. Your dreams are not dead. And Friday is not just another day on the calendar. It is an appointed time, a marked moment, a sacred doorway.